Everybody, welcome back. Dirty Doug here in my own shop today. Almost all by myself. I always got my buddy with me all the time though, right? I always got my buddy with me all the time. He's grumpy today. Oh no, he's in a better mood now. Must got some Burger King in him. Alright, yeah, so I'm home alone in the shop today working. So we had a series of unfortunate events like I was saying in my last video. Uh-oh. Where'd the motor go? Had to take her out. I couldn't get the transmission on that thing. Not all by myself anyways. So, transmission and motor. Back out here on the bench doing this yet again. Wonderful. So I'll show you what happened. You get a better view and a better idea of what happened here. Now, there's these little square things right here. They popped out. Back there's a shaft. Head of it goes in there. You can see spring loaded. It's got that tie strap holding it in. That spring slotted so it slides into that shaft. It all fits on there together, ever so gently. So you see how those square things, it's not like a normal one, right? So that had come all apart. And this, where you see it has a plastic clip on it, clips in there, that had popped completely out. So none of this was working. And there's no way to get it back together other than tearing it apart. So that's what happened. A couple hours this morning, motor back out. And, it all went well, I guess. There's less crap on it now, thanks to our lovely Super Sucker 3000 and all that crap. And, I'm going to work at getting the damn thing back together today. Got the throttle hook up for right there. We'll put the throttle back on these. Get the starter off it. So, yeah, that is what I am up to right now. So I just got this all out and all apart. I just got this. This thing's heavy. Too heavy for me to be picking up. And I just wanted to show you what had happened, what kind of mischief I got myself into. Right? See, see the spring and everything back there. Got the tie strap to hold it on there so it doesn't move. Just so it doesn't fall off. The tie strap can stay there. So that is actually an improved design by putting a single tie strap on that. Yeah, go figure, right? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to look. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna have a snack. And I'll come back out and I'm gonna try to snap this transmission on. Just sitting here on the bench as is, like she is now. Like she is. I can pick it up and snap it on. Just as the middle stairs on that side, it's just gonna be heavy and awkward. I'm gonna have to take a break to stretch myself out, do anything like that. But yeah, that's what I'm working at today. I want to get this transmission this morning. I want to get back in the damn car because it was running. Other than that mishap there, and when we get it running, we'll have a clutch and gears, and then we can hook up everything that we were planning on doing before. And like I said, I'm not pushing this damn thing out of the garage. I'm bound and determined. I'm going to get this thing back together and get it so I can back it the hell out and not push it. I don't want to push some goddamn cars. I don't know if I never push another car again the rest of my life, it wouldn't bother me a bit. So that being said, that's what I'm up to today, you guys. Take a break, have a snack, get back at her. I'll make another short video, or I'll set up the camera and I think I've already made a video of me shoving the motor into this car. Anyways, I got lots to do. Anyways, here we go. Going for snacks. Over and out. Alright, so here I am, still in the shop, man. Ham dammer, and I've got my damn snacks into me. Snacks. But I still came out, got my hands really dirty. Been pretty busy at this car, because I want to get this thing done by the end of the weekend, at least back together the way it was before. Guys, that little mistake was a big... No, like, I just fought really hard with the transmission because it didn't want to go together right. And it's so awkward doing these things by yourself, have right tools and like all this stuff. It's like easiest way. So the easiest way I'm going to do is to stand the motor up on end and then slap the transmission on top of it. So that's what I did. So, I stood the motor up on its face and I slammed the transmission down onto it. And I just struggled with the thing, trying to get it popped together, like sitting on the table and everything there. And I couldn't do it. It was just It was awkward. It didn't want to go together. It fought me the whole time. I said, what the hell? I'll stand the damn thing up on its face and see if it'll drop together. And man, did she ever drop together. She dropped together right quick. Got a couple of bolts and studs there. And this is the part that screwed us up before. Where this rod's sticking down here, it was inside there. It was inside, and it was up against the side of the motor. So, and then everything had flown apart in there. That's why I took the engine out of her to get the transmission back on, get that in there right, like it's clipped on. It's not going to fall off. So while it's out here, I can put the slave cylinder back on it. But yeah, that's the easiest. I couldn't do it underneath there. I couldn't lift it up and get it into place the right way. Laying on the ground is it's for the birds now. I'm getting too old for that shit. Still got the Super Sucker 3000 on it. She's sitting pretty, ready to get. I got to find all the damn bolts to the bellhouse, and Nathan took it apart, and I don't know where he put all the bolts for it, but I know I had those two nuts, and it fell together so damn nice that, yeah, I'm gonna put the rest of the bolts in her and get it ready, and keep ram jamming on this damn thing. See how far I can get with it. And I've been at it most of the day. Not it says snack time. Of course, I went up for coffee. My buddy Nathan, he was driving his white undercoat car. And she's soaked. He's got the big tires on it. She's all Crown Vic specials. He was driving this morning. He was all happy go lucky. And yeah. I'm not sure what he's doing today, but this is what I had to do. And take the engine back out was not part of the plan when we came here Friday. Our plan was to throw some fuel in it and put that clutch slave cylinder on and bleed the clutch out, and boom, next thing you know it's moving, and we're going to back to the garage. And I'll probably blow Don's 2 burnouts, put it back or whatever too, but that didn't happen. Friday got screwed up. Didn't even make a damn video, really. And that thing is that now, so that just comes right off. What the hell is that thing? It's got to go. Yeah, bunch of shit that's got to go. Still shit on the motor that's got to go. So yeah, bolts in the transmission, put the clutch slave cylinder back on, put the oil filter and cover back on it, get her chained up, get her ready to flop back down in there, man. And I'm going to do it all by myself. So I'm going to be laying underneath in the ground, hoo-hopping, doo-hopping, rolling around like a fool. But still moving, even though I went a few steps backwards, I'm still moving forwards because now I know that's going to work. And so when that's going to work, that gets me one step closer to backing this thing out of the garage. I should do a few other things, like check the transmission fluid and everything, because I never ever did that. It might not even have any in it. Right? So now that I'm thinking of it, and I'm looking at it because I'm looking at the bolt right there on the side of the block right there. Bing. And then get the fill hole one up here. Bing. Easy to do, and it wouldn't take that much. It would cost me a couple dollars, but I'll get. So I've been ram jamming. I really struggled with that. I'm glad I didn't videotape me doing that, because you guys would have felt sorry for me. And I had to stop and think of the easiest way possible before I threw my freaking old back out this little transmission here. I know it's not that big, it's not that heavy, it's just awkward. And I haven't got a hell of a lot of room right here right now. I was trying to use that table so I wouldn't have to be bent over like a dog pumping a football while I was doing this. But yeah, that's all I can say is I'm going to ram jamming on her, find all my bolts and stuff and get that motor stuff back in there. And I want this thing running by the weekend, into the weekend. So, and I don't want to work my guts out too bad at it. So, hey, stay tuned. Yeah, stay tuned for, just shut it off, turn it back on. Stay tuned for more tr7 action here. I'm going to try to make it roll in a couple days with the engine out. And I know it'll fire up when it goes back in. Just need some of that TLC going on, right? I've got the oil for it. I've got the gas for it. I've got a battery for it. I've got everything for it. There's nothing that says it won't go now. So, yes, I'm going to achieve, hopefully this weekend, what I attempted Friday. Dirty Doug. I tried this again over and out. Hey, everybody. Welcome back. Here we are. Still in the garage doing these tr7 things. It's a little crooked. These tr7 things we are still. I haven't got the motor in yet, but I got stuff on it. See, you got the shifter thing back on it, but I took the shifter off. Shifter's right there. It goes on and off quite easy. I never did that last time. I don't know why, but the hard part is if it's in there to get these mounts, which I made rubbers for those mounts and everything in there. It's all greased up in there. I got my slave cylinder on right there. You can see that fit on no problem this time. All the transmission bolts, which there is lots. There's, like Nathan was saying, there's like 6 in the Econoline. There's like 12 in this car. Transmission bolts. It is starter back on. And as always, I had difficulties finding everything again because we tore it apart so fast and shit like that. But I'm getting it ready to put back in right now. And I was thinking, if I'm going to struggle to do something, might as well have you guys watch, see how this goes. And plus, because it's dangerous and you never know what's going to happen too, right? Be some good content. Be on the back of this bad boy. On the back of the Econoline, you guys are. A whole bunch of people on the back of the Econoline right now. Here we go. Yeah, okay. There. Gonna jack this thing up. It's just a motor in it. I don't even like how I got it chained up. I don't even like that. I find that sketchy myself. Yeah, the sketchy vice grips on my jack. All right, I'm gonna do some sketchy shit. What the hell? I get away with it. I got one of those electric ones. You just press a button, it goes up and down. Shit, to slide it across the ceiling on rails. I know Nathan wants to do that in his garage. That'd be nice. I seem to be doing a fair amount of this changing motor bullshit from being here with this thing up at Ross's and stuff. It's not something I enjoy doing, really. I did a lot of it when I was younger. So I was always blowing motors and shit. Is that going to point the camera at me or at anything else? Let's point it more at me. Oh, I like having the Econoline in here because it's raining and it's not very nice out today. It's cool. It's quite damp. Finally got all our rain. We've got lots of water down. Some in the pond. I've got everything in the goddamn way here. Got everything in the way. Danger, danger. Right? There's so much stuff in the way. Anything will stop this is freaking zip tie. I'm rolling. This is sketchy shit to do by yourself. I really don't recommend anybody not doing it. It's really sketchy. It's backed right up against the friggin' bench. I gotta bring her quite a ways forward, don't I? It's coming right back at me. We can go a bit higher. Seems to swing one way. Yeah, I don't like how I got it chained up at all either. It's just sketchy. It's just sketchy shit. Sketchy. Do her up anyways. It'll only go so far, right? Of course, I've got shit there that I shouldn't have there. That's it. That's where she's maxed out, guys. That's where she's maxed. Alright. This is the sketchy part, too. She could come crashing down. A little bit of TLC. And some catches on the hood latch. it's going to find something to catch on. It's going to catch on it. You can always guarantee that. Anybody that's ever done any engine crap like this. Speedometer cable that was stuck up there is down the way. I said it was kind of getting in the way. Do it right now. Can't go much further. Look at a sketchy thing on my jack here. Bear with me. Sketchy shit going on here. Got a jack under there. Wish I had like a wheel dolly and I could just put the transmission on and just kind of roll back on its own. Without me touching it, but all I've got here is a jack, so I have to gently put it down in there with the jack. Jack that transmission up and see if I can haul that thing back a little bit more. Just pick it up and get it so it'll go down there a little bit more level-ish. Watch the motor. Tell me if it moves. Since you're all helping me out here. It smells nice of ya. Thanks for inviting me into your living room today to do sketchy shit. Jack's a piece of shit. Not holding on there by much. We need a hell of a lot. Shit, probably on something right now. He needs to turn hardcore. Going in there quicker than hell. It's that jack down there. Get the bar. Get the pry bar. Get a big one. Yeah, that's big enough. She needs to jump to the side a little bit. There we go. There we go. Do. What are you doing this Sunday? Put your motor in the car. Ugh. It's too tight up in the air. Let her down a bit. I do the birds right there too. We'll do her again. She needs to go sideways a little bit. No. It's tight. It's tight, y'all. It's tight. I've let her right off the jack. Let her hang in there for a bit. It's hanging out. Just be careful to yank this way. Jack needs to be repositioned. I am underneath the back jacking on the transmission here. Shouldn't jack on that, really. Shouldn't. I'm gonna need that other jack. This is what you do when you put engines in Yahoo. That one's a little too much. Get it under there. We'll put something a little smaller in there. Give her the old heave ho. George is doing this by yourself, right? Gotta be done though. Transmission mount's hitting on my jack stand right now. Thought can't be happening. Hammer time. No. Do. getting closer. Yes, it is. More on the back. That worked. Do it again. Playing with a jack. Well, I don't think this went too quick last time I did either. I said, you know, I should have another person pulling on it or something like you're right, but it don't always happen. Other people have to do things by themselves. I should have took that dry shaft all the way off. Everything's in the way here. Yep. Well, I'm determined. Safety squints. Squints of great safety. She's sideways. Goes loose, limp. Just one step closer. You brought up in the ass. Just slide right in. Bar of great pryness over here. Bar of great pryness. Stepping off the jack back here now. I moved her back probably about a foot that time. Try her again. Same way. Down a little further. I hope everyone's having a good day. It's a rainy day here. I was out with Nathan already. He went down and got coffee just a little while ago. He's got his oil furnace going in his garage, and he's all took a pink and cozy warm out there. Trying to figure out what he's going to do today for projects. Do his own or somebody else's, or he's not sure. That thing's moving backwards without even me moving it. That's just about there. Yeah, it's got that plate down there for a motor mount. It's something else. I think if I let her down, she'd probably slide right into place. Yeah, she goes limp. Do. You've jacked up more. Yes, there we go. That might have a still needs to be jacked up in the back, pulled around here in the front. And there we go. Yes, sir. Motor in. I just gotta try to see how long it took. Oh, I'm only 22 minutes in my video here. So a motor in by yourself, being the ass. Success rate, it's up there. I bent that thing all to hell. That looks to be about where she's supposed to sit. It is. Motor mounts right up there and everything. Well, that's a bomb. Bomb diggity. Yeah. Got me sweating. Anyways, guys. Yeah. It's part of my workout routine today. Motors. Get this thing jacked up where it should be. Look a little bit better. I'll show you what I came out with. Just bear with me. I get this jack going. These things are slow. Slow as hell. These come my way. A bunch. A whole bunch. Almost around where she should be, right about there. Sitting pretty anyway. Yeah, it's close. Pretty damn close. Alright. Whew. I got worked up a sweat on that one, guys. So, as you see the mount down here, she's right there. Right there, it's close. It's right on tap. And the one down here runs under the oil, we're out farther. Runs under the oil pan and across the other side of the bottom of the motor and the oil pan. So that mount would be right here. Right here. Put it upside down or something, maybe here. Well, it's right down there anyways. That's all I can tell you. Jacking the transmission to keep her up. Man, as you see, she's almost sitting where she should be. There's no slack in the chain, but might need to be probably a little bit forward, a little bit backwards, just something like that. Now, that was for me was a lot of up and down and burning around and wiggling and wobbling and shaking and going on. So right now I got a sweat on, a pretty good one. And that was 26 minutes right there. And I fooled around jacking it up, setting up the camera and all that stuff. It's just 20 minutes to get a motor and it's not that bad. And I did destroy everything. A little bit of stuff, but so it won't take long for it to be back in now. One of the first things I'll do is probably locate all my bolts, gather them all up, which they're under there somewhere by the jack stand. And that'll take time. So I'll be under it again, doing the transmission bolts. And those are funky because the transmission mount bolts come right up through there. You see that right there? Ding, ding. That's for the transmission mounts bolt to, down through the floor. So it's got nuts. So you jack it up into place there. And you bolt it together. So there's the shifter. I can take this plate off and I can put the rest of it on, rest of it together. Easier than I can put this thing together in with the shifter on it. Use the caddy card a little bit sideways and all that stuff. But other than that, I'm going to call that a success for putting in a motor. And I'm always afraid of I'm going to break it, smash something, it's going to change, it's going to slip, the thing's going to fall, it's going to come down off the, because you had to put that quite high to get it in there. I'd put it quite high in the air, standing straight up and down, yeah. And yeah, it's dangerous as hell. So if I made any mistakes, we would have caught them on camera. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's hard work. And yeah, I got to take a break right now. So that's like a half-hour video of me putting in this motor back in this car. And like I was saying, I had to take it out because of the clutch slave cylinder that's already in there now. So then it's just a matter of bolting everything up, putting everything back together, drive shaft, all that stuff, manifold, all the wiring, plug back in, fuel. It's got the Super Sucker 3000 on it. I got some line right over there, right there. That's gonna go back off the manual fuel pump. I'm just going to have this mounted back here. It's just going to run a line up. We're going to get this thing fired up, boys. And I'm bound to determine I've done enough work on it now the past few days that I kind of want to keep going. Get the throttle cable mount up there. That's got to get done, welded on there. I never realized it, but I have a tank. I do too. I have a tank of gas. I didn't think I had a tank of gas here. Nathan was telling me I had a tank of gas. And I was like, I do? I said, well, I'll have to look for it because I didn't see it. And I've been working around where you said it was right there the whole time. I didn't even know it was there. But yeah, so I'm going to have a break. And then I'm going to do the daunting task of putting this all back together and trying to get everything so the holes line up and straight and all that stuff. Going to be some crying, some laying under the car, some sweating. I'm sweating big time. Some swear words, but I mean, that could have been a lot worse as I'm concerned. I do see what I bent up though. I never noticed it. This is the hood latch thing here. It's not supposed to be bent down, crooked sideways. So all didn't go perfect because I didn't even notice that until I look at it now. It's like, oops. That might have got bent up a little bit. Oopsie daisy. So yeah, I got to put the radiator back in. I dented it there, put it on with a bar. Bend that back up. It's the radiator mount goes right in there. Radiator's got to be put back in. Hose has got to be found. So I'll get as much done as I possibly can today. And that's about all I'm going to do. I was supposed to go hang out with a friend of mine this weekend. I'm not going to get to do it because I'm freaking busy with this stuff because I got to get it done. And I'm poor as hell from car parts and stuff like that. And the price of gas. So yeah, I was going to go visit a friend of mine down in Briar Island. It's a beautiful place down there. You take a couple ferries. You take a ferry and go to one island, then you take a ferry and go to another island. It's really cool. And yeah, it's just I can't even afford to put gas in my car to drive down and see this person. It's a shame. But anyways, shout out to you, sweetheart. I'm busy working, trying to get this car going because I got to get it out of the garage. Got to get that back there. Got to free up a bed because I'm afraid someone's daily driver is going to break down and they're going to have to use a spot in this garage and it might even be mine. So I gotta get things done. Yeah, enough of this video stuff. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for tuning back. Thanks for watching me ram on this rusty, crusty old tr7, guys. This is Dirty Dog over and out. All right, everybody, welcome back. I'm still hard at her, as you can see. Old Dirty Dog getting dirty, sliding around underneath cars today. doing the dirty things. One would think I'd wear gloves. No, I can't. It's a no-no. I just can't get my fingers in all those places that I need to. So yeah, last I was looking for the bolts to put the motor, took the motor mounts back up in this car that I've been working on here. So I want to get the motor and transmission back in it. I'm doing it up on my lonesome here. So busy getting lights done. Getting lights done. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. So we got her mounted, as you can see. Mounted. Bolt. Got her mounted there. Get all the proper bolts for it. Get the chain off it, as you can see. We get the chain off. We got her mounted down here. She mounts here on these bolts. This one, that one, and there's one underneath. I'll get out here and show you the mount because there's a couple different things going on underneath there too. Yeah. Yep. Oh, yipperoonies. I gotta reach that light. Sorry about that, guys. So I've fallen here. There's a motor mount bolts right up in there. You can see them on the other side of that steering arm. The motor mount goes underneath the motor. Go a little to the other side. Well, there's a couple more bolts that I had to put in. Right up in there. Right up in there, right on the oil pan. The oil pan bolts, the motor mounts and everything. Oh, in there. Yeah. Now I gotta get it right here. Yeah, there's where I had to go to get those motor mount bolts in. And then, you all crawling around. Let's just show you guys what I'm doing. You all crawling around here. So yeah, they're all in. See down there? They all went in a lot easier than I thought it was going to. They went in a lot easier than I thought they were going to. They did. And then when we have the jack under the transmission, well, jack be gone. Bolts are up in there. Bolted on. So she's actually in. Now we just got to hook up the drive shaft, which I'm going to have to get in. I locked it in gear on the transmission. As I took the shifter off. So you guys, I'm going to have to take this thing. I'm going to have to take that off and or there's a couple screws out of it and get that shifter back in there so I can snap it out of gear so I can turn the drive shaft, the yoke there in the transmission and hook up the drive shaft. And then there's other things that I got to do, like hook up all the wiring, the starter wires down there, the starters, there's a manifold, all these other wires you just plug in, run gas line, radiator, you know what I mean, right? Getting her done. So there we go. I got the motor in out. I got that clutch fixed. Got the slave cylinder on it. The line is right here. The line is right here somewhere. The line is right here, is it not? The line's right here somewhere. For that. Oh, right there. Oh, there's the line. So you gotta fit that down in there. You gotta fit that down in there. On that. Look at these wires. Gas line. Bend that thing back, of course. So there we go. That's a hard job to just wiggle and tear and pull that thing around by yourself out here, but I got her done, and it didn't go too awful bad. I can't complain for having to crawl around underneath the car, changing the motor, or take the motor and transmission. I mean, I've done this. This is the second damn time I've done this. So I'm getting to know the car better, and that went a little smoother for me than it did last time, of course. So yeah, damn straight, I know this car inside and out now. I still got to get in there and fix that cross member. Gotta run the cable, weld the throttle cable, run the line for the gas tank. Man, she's coming along soon. It's going to be started up and move time, especially if that clutch works. But yeah, so I've been out here most days. You can see hands are black. It's supper time. It's starting to get dark out. So I get to run my ass into the house and have myself some supper. So yeah, thanks for watching me do this silly tr7 stuff again. But to get this 1000 sucking in their tr7 tires spinning and burning and throwing smoke, this is what's got to be done, because I want to back this thing out of here, like I keep saying. And it's close. When I do get ready to probably start this thing driving, Nathan's probably gonna have to be around here for when I do it, of course, because he played a big part in this for sure, in making this Super Sucker 3000 here. Like, you know, it was his idea. It was totally his idea, and like he even wrote YouTube on the intake, and he tried to put my initials on there or something too. Where is it? Yeah, DB. See there? He put my initials on it and everything for me. Good old fuck. Yeah. So the closer I get, I'm gonna have to involve my old work compadre here, get him on this fire up and possible move of the car. Wouldn't that be nice? Because I don't know anybody who has heard this car run. And it was the same as when we got this thing. I just didn't know this Econoline. Like, I didn't know anybody who's ever heard this run before either. And we got it running. This needs a solenoid switch, which I'm going to rob off the 70 down there at Nathan's probably the next fine day that's not raining and pouring out. Hit this so it'll just start on the key, because this thing will start right up on the key. The emergency brake actually works in it. So it's got a hand brake down at the bottom. The handbrake on this thing is not your normal, like, foot brake or anything. It's a bit cooler than that, man. It's a bit cooler than that. So that lever right there. Yeah, so that's your emergency brake. And a seat, of course. I've got the thing over there. I've got to take a couple piece of iron, build a seat, at least one seat for now, so it can move in and out. I'm still having trouble with the tires. I haven't got the tires done yet. But as you've seen, we have one BF Goodrich Trader TA on it now, and it fills up the wheel well nice. It's going to be super sharp looking. So all I can tell you guys is you stay tuned, and you guys keep watching and liking, subscribing, and tell all your friends, and we'll keep doing this stuff. And we'll get these projects done. We seem to be getting things done. Places Unknown, the green truck, we've got a video of that running, so that's very close to being done. The green lowered Chevy, very close to be done. Very pretty truck. Yeah, so stay tuned. We're getting things done. Now, hey, my hands. Yeah, we're going to take 10 minutes to get clean, right? Yeah, so anyways, yeah, like I said, thanks for watching me do this. And likes and subscribes, comments, please. This Dirty Doug, doing Dirty Doug things over and out. All right, everybody, welcome back. All right. So we're continuing on with this tr7 motor. Throwing it back, taking it out, throwing it back in. Great fun. So I got one more thing I wanted to do. So one more thing. I'll crawl up and down a few more times, I guess. Get the bottle hooked up. I want to see if I can bleed this. The whole point of why this happened was because the clutch wasn't working. So I want to see if we can get the clutch working. Just to see if that's going to happen for us. Fill up the reservoir and everything here. Jump in there and do some pushy pushing. You know, with the microphone. Yep. Pushy push on that. And it's got nothing in it. It's got nothing at all in it. Nothing at all. Nick gave me some brake fluid to put in there. So that's what I put in it. I need a funnel. A little funnel. Need a little funnel. Just a little one. Okay, if I can't find nothing right now. I don't know where anything is. Apparently I don't know where anything is. So we're going to try to wing it here. Just get some down in there. And I will fill her up. Spilled just a little bit. Pumpity pump time. Cross your fingers and toes, everybody, for me. Hopefully, we got some clutch action going on here. Feels like there's something there. So it feels like there's a little bit of a pump there. Oh, let's see. We're down in fluid. We're down in a jug. Ooh, she did go down in fluid. So that's his pump and pumping. She's a humper pumper. She's a humper pumping. I've got nothing in my container yet. There's nothing squirting out of the line. But we've dropped in fluid some. So I'm going to wind her down and get her on that pump point there. And just gradually pumpity on that pump point. Get all that stuff working again. The whole reason I saw this happen was because of this clutch. It'd be really nice to know. Go to bed knowing that's what I did. Work. There's a pump there. She's pumping a little bit of fluid. You just got to get it all the way through that line. Down in there. That's a little ways to go. So, we'll check her again. Check her again. Just a little bit of running around. Getting my cord caught up here. Cordless lights would be really nice. That was close, wasn't it? Yep. I'm getting fluid down the bottom here. So, fill her back up. Press that thing, lock that line. And she's almost dry. Should have found funnel. Spilled some. A couple more pumps. And then I got some gizmos in here to hold the puddle to the floor. Tighten that up and jump in there and give her a whack. Whack you, you'll see what happens. I'm excited because I think this is going to work. 4, 5. Man, we'll close down the 6th. 7th. I got the exhaust manifold pressing against the freaking pedal, holding it there. Hopefully it don't slip. I get this tight. I think this clutch is going to work, you guys. I'm excited. I am. Where did I put my wrench for that? Oh, for crying out loud. Was it 7/16? Nope, it's 10. Oh my, I had a 7/16 wrench and I lost it. Was that it over here? There it is over there. Pedal's still pressed. Bleeding things by yourself is always fun. This is how I do my brakes and everything. By myself, you guys. You're wondering. Now we run a little bit of fluid into a reservoir. I'll show you. Yeah, so we just caught the fluid in our little reservoir thing here. And now let's tighten up again and we'll see if we got any clutch. Man, I'm excited. I hope this works. Come on, baby. Oh, smash grass. No. Doesn't feel any different. To me, anyways. I bleed road a couple more times. There's a little bit there, but not much. Not enough to say there is a lot of clutch going on. We'll do her again. That's how we do her around here. Oh no, I'm dumping that brake fluid back into that container. That is like I don't give a shit. All right. Back at this again. Put the line back on. Turn the screw out. Hang the bottle. This is a handy little rig. I know there's better ways out there of doing this, you guys, but this is how I bleed the brakes on my cars and everything with this little bugger. You see, my brakes are not my good feature on a car. I gotta turn that out a bit. Oh. It's already bleeding fluid through. Just needs a few TRYs. That's all she needs. Oh, drop that down there. We won't leave it. Look at my light. I don't need it. Give her another TRY. Give her the pumpity pumps. And I hope this comes around. It doesn't need anything else, because if not, if it don't come around, we may be moving this rig without any clutch. Pump it, pump it, pump. I don't know. I'm not too confident it's gonna come around now. It's leaking fluid out of there now. See, there we go. It's not gonna work. This is it. Well, we pumped her, pump up quite a bit. Let's try her again. The old manifold against the pedal. Fell off a couple pumps. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. Yep. Clutch pushed. Try this just once more. I'm not going to keep doing this over and over and over again. It works. If it don't, it don't. It pumps. Maybe it just needs to sit overnight. Some fluid running into it, right? Might be that slave cylinder in there again too. So, like I said, another jug of fluid out of her. See if she came around. Cross your fingers, guys. Might be that slave cylinder might not be any good, because remember, it's just when we put a new seal in. No, if that's the clutch in it, that's crazy. It might be. Like, there's a little bit of press there. I could feel it. It hasn't changed though. It hasn't gotten any better. I'll tell you that. Maybe we'll just let it sit overnight, soak in some of her juices there. Maybe it'll come around by tomorrow, but anyways. Well, thanks a bunch, everyone, for going through this with me today. It's been an eventful day. Taking motors out, put motors back in by myself. But got it done. Mission accomplished. I mean, there's a will, there's a way, there's a way I will. tr7's coming back together again after a minor mishap, which was more or less my fault in the first place. So I'll take the blame for that I just didn't know. I didn't know how that clutch thing worked. I thought it was just simple slide in like most of them are. It was, like an easy setup. But not that one. You gotta do things, slide through things, and then use the tie strap to hold it all together. And that was the best improvement if I could ever do that. But anyway, all right. I'm going to get myself cleaned up. It's freaking it's dark out now. Been a long day. Like I said, thanks for coming along. We'll do it all again very soon. Thanks for everybody for liking, subscribing, and watching me struggle away with. At least I showed you the really dangerous part, right? That's the really dangerous part. It didn't break, didn't fall, didn't anything. I'm always skeptical about that. So, yeah, danger. Took you through the dangerous parts. And yeah, so we'll be back for more another day very soon. We got lots more to do. Dirty Doug, over and out.